Okay, babe, I'm gonna knock this game out real quick because you know how I get. As soon as I get done, I'll call you right back. Okay. I need to go here. Gotta do something good today, babe. I'll put the headphones on. Go.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL.
California.
We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field.
No, Florida.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
A lot of gas, a lot of gas.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Gone. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Like where you started off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's a second and 7. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Okay, ready? It's just me and you. Quiet, 64, weak. It's me and you. SOS. Ready, go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go now. 30 pace, let's go. Team showed up.
Second and 11. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. But Jacksonville first down, pickup of 17.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Leonard Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come on, y'all. Y'all keep leaving the same shit open.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
He's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Back to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal.
Second round draft pick for John Ross, and that bitch said green, all the way green, easily accepted. So before when you take
They'll
it,
try
I
to
said,
punch it in
for
before
real?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When I was going to go deny that bitch, and Jim Ross was already gone. I said, all right, yeah, we got to be right. Y'all niggas would have saw that. Ooh, that nigga saw that shit next week. I play you next week, Crip.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
3 Charlie.
Yeah, at this point, man,
He'll look to throw here.
I'm just trying to get to the playoffs, bro.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fuck!
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
No! Fuck!
In the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to
Oh,
with the
Kenny. All that fight for what?
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
I can say I had fun this morning against the Cowboys.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Kinda, man. Shit, I fucked around and gave up 3 points, hit the kicker. Gave this motherfucker another 3 opportunities to score.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Who you playing? So you in the league? You in the league?
You in the
2nd
league,
and 9
game.
now.
Fuck y'all.
He
He caught me off guard. Fuck.
Jaguars.
No, Colts.
Jordan Reed, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
All right, let me get on point here. Fucked up that first round, bullshitting around, trying different shit.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. Changes here, if anything.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
No, I had to retire.
There's
Creating
2nd
new
and 9,
character.
just a yard on that last run.
Somebody as a coach?
No, I was an
From the
owner.
gun, Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
For the Broncos?
And to give this time to the tailback.
No, I got to
5
create one
yards
for
on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
without retiring.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 31, Jones. He finds McKinnon, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about
if I
having
create
to
a new
read
character
defenses,
and retire,
how complicated
I can't
that
go
is.
back and be an owner
This
of
was an
that same
excellent read.
franchise.
Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
I think it's
So
too
you're
late
able to
for
just
me.
get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's bring
from the gun.
Whoa, really, y'all?
He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike 45.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long.
Come on, man. You gotta go.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go.
With a privilege, bro. You got privilege out there. Lost. It's tragic.
I didn't tell you
The
about
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're second
those
in the
big
yard
man
from the 34.
If you man the big man, some of them do be fucking up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not to
But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
In the last season, I think. Ain't that right, Ken? In the last season.
Yeah.
He's going to be in jail to the end of last season?
No, he's going to be in. Wait. They said like a year or two.
First
I'm not
down.
sure.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time.
He got caught up on some shit.
That's going to go as a loss.
I think he said something about undercover or some shit.
Yeah, I remember seeing some shit in the league before I even went to work. And, so I'm assuming that's the same dude that went to jail before I even went to work.
Yeah, probably.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
No!
The hands of DJ
Come on!
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
2 times
nice
on that
yardage
shit.
picked up there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I'm a different league. I'm a different coach. I'm a different everything. We ain't been like this.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Right when you make the playoffs. Oh, yeah, you go ahead and do. Yeah, you go ahead and do here.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
They're running it.
Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there,
I am in the
and Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
He killed me on that shit. Fuck.
Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to run their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
I can believe it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I mean,
and all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yeah, bring his little ass on. I got 3 monsters over there waiting for his ass. And his ass inside.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Jones throwing on first down.
Loosely with the ball.
It's caught by Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Speed,
a gain of 11 that time. The Colts first down.
He go out.
Came together there in breaking route.
Oh, that was the hole I was supposed to be in.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Man,
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Steps away to his left.
No, you weren't supposed to throw it.
We do have a penalty
last
flag
time you
down,
saw me,
however,
that's
about. So it was
trying to figure out
passing
how
line of
to
scrimmage
use
when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no.
Let's
Gotta
just
be able
say
to
not
understand where
now.
you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, do what I told you to
illegal
do.
forward pass also cost him
They
a
were
down.
supposed to
And now
slide.
it's
You was
2nd and
past the
long.
line.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw.
Of course. You will pop that shit.
I got
Because somebody can catch it. You would.
And they will take
Instead
over
you shit just hit the
possession of
ground.
the ball
Okay.
at their 42-yard line.
I got a
That's now
superstar
the second
linebacker.
interception in as
I got
many
a
weeks for
star
his linebacker
cornerback
position.
And think about all the
got
different
2
techniques he
superstar
has to
X-Factor
employ
wide
in a
receivers.
passing situation. Is he spot dropping
Who
because
said
of the
that?
zone? Is he picking
I-
up man-to-man?
I didn't
Is
pick
he
up
having to run
nobody.
with a
Somebody
running
just
back or a
developed
tight
to
end?
one.
In any event,
like
great
4 weeks.
eyes, head on a
4
swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah,
Oh
versatility.
yeah,
and
go ahead
showing
and shut
those
down
hands.
Julio if you want to.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they
Go
come
ahead,
up 1st and 10.
Then I got Noah Fan in the middle, who 87 overall.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
Motherfucker.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really
Plus,
we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's
you
what
say you
runners
got your
do,
big dogs
especially
in the
the best
middle.
ones. They break
Like
tackles and gain
them
extra
to see
yardage.
Tyron
They
Smith.
still
Their
need about the
teammate they
length
was
of the
supposed to
football
have.
here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
All that smoke. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking.
You making my stomach hurt. I mean,
Second down inches.
my team, young.
Damn.
And old at the same time. That was
He
crazy.
will go out right near the
So I got a lot of
35-yard
old,
line.
a lot of young pieces.
14-yard first down
That's
pickup
where I
for the
need them at. And
Jaguars.
a lot of old people. Old pieces are old, like
33.
yeah,
Back-to-back
but
good
they
plays
come
have
in
them on the
handy like
move
they
on first
the
down.
vets where I need them at. My linebacker.
The same. It's the same here. Like Vaughn is the vet. I got one vet
He'll
cornerback.
drop to throw.
I got one vet lineman.
And he completes it to
That's all I
Westbrook.
need.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You got
Did have a
Luke Kidney,
receiver
don't
open
you?
downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Yeah.
See, that's how you can quickly change a whole
They
nigga
tried to
move
throw
like
on
that.
second down,
Oh, this nigga got
unsuccessful.
Luke
Now it's
Kuechly.
3rd and 1.
This nigga can locate.
Fournette running out of the gun.
Ken, you
And
gonna
he's
shut
going
down
to
your
get the
whole
first
offense?
down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, majority of the game I was on defense. Luke Kuechly.
I figured.
I realized I won playing defense. It was a tie ball game going into the fourth quarter.
Back to throw now on first down.
At the end of the third.
Killed me on that shit.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook
Big hit.
in the
Boom,
final
another big
seconds
hit.
of the first half.
Boom,
And the
pass
Jaguars
deflection.
are
Oh,
able to
he's
widen
an
their
X.
lead.
This bitch turned up. The
Good
nigga
start to
started
the
going
season for him. He had a
interception
touchdown last
to
week
the
in the
crease.
opener and a second one in week 2 now.
The
Did that
base is
on
already
defense.
established, right?
My young
Not
quarterback
sure he can
interception
keep
to
it
the
up for the
crease.
entire season, but don't burst the bubble because
Get
he
the
thinks
ball,
that he
hold the
can.
ball,
Do
man.
guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage?
I mean, I
I think
could have
every
had more
single one
points.
of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts.
I like
and then they
Teddy
just have
B.
to see how the season
I like
unfolds if
him.
they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Looking
He
bad
threw
over
4
here.
interceptions, but I missed 2 touchdown passes. I was pissed.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the coaching staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the ball for this one, though.
Alright, let me auto this nigga to go up the hill. Boom, T.Y. going up the hill.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Over fucking through.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break.
Only reason over through is probably
He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Byron
And
Jones.
all the way down to the 41-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
I'm just saying, I'm here.
As we send you a couple
Broncos
hours
going after
south of here
Byron
to
Jones.
Orlando. That's where we check in with a
I
coach
don't know how
and
much
our
that's
EA
true,
Sports
but that
halftime
is true.
report.
That's a banger.
Talking about real life.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Exactly.
So you really got to play cover 2 or cover 3, and then you're going to pick up. Like, matter of fact, the other pass that he picked
Jaguars
off,
come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to
cover
it.
3 or
And what I'm
something.
thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Protein spell.
But it's not good to
Check three.
That's about
Ready.
They'll run it again with Fournette.
Teddy is good quarterback.
They'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We were working out some deals and shit, man, taking my phone. He saves some.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Watch twist. Watch twist. Share.
On second down, here's Fournette. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain there of 30 big
Am I the only dude who be thinking like Debo not all that, bro?
On a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited
you're gonna
for
have
that
to give
call,
him on the
doesn't he?
third round.
Because he just wants to dominate his guy.
I'm just
Hey,
like,
listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business.
Debo was like an 80,
downfield and had all those yards to
92 overall, but like
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
92 speed.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to
Yeah, that's
slow
a
down
nice,
this
that's a nice
offense,
player,
it has
but
not worked to this point.
unless you get him to
vision
superstar,
right now
I don't.
of everything that was discussed at the half, just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the
just to think, unless what he got, route runner or some
none of it
shit.
is working. They are really locked in on offense.
I'm not sure.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette.
He got normal
And he'll
development.
get this one down to about the 10-yard
Oh
line.
no,
2
that
yards
means
on the
that means
pickup
it's gonna
there.
take
It'll
you
be
2
second and
extra
8.
seasons just to.
But we just saw a great example when we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
6 and 7 round back just because. I can give you a player. I can give you a player for player. But what's the name?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
So I can put a player involved in my third. You give me.
They'll try the left side. It's Kane trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming
I got
on
some
3rd and 8.
I got some corners with speed. I just can't guarantee they'll do some shit.
I seen you guys playing with speed, but they just got to play in the ball.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here.
In
now
the game
field
at all
shrinks.
times.
They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Which I had a chance to get punches and I let them go.
My motto:
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing Jones.
Shit.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
Oh, I already seen it.
And it's 4th down.
Trust
We're
me,
into the second half now.
You don't
This
think
is
I'd be
an offense
scum?
that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
gonna let you
Like
think
they're
that.
just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Hey, the nigga got a single digit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
That's
Pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one
Nah, he got him before he got
the
him.
kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
Aikens, I ain't like that.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And Nick Chubb.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And Denzel.
They're able to work this to the 25 before it's all
That's
said and done.
different, bro.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Every time I hit to O-line, boom, hits the button on the O-line. Just to see him try to hurt me.
Again, it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's able to find Diggs. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Getting our ass kicked tonight.
You sure these niggas ain't got
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You said safety, 95 speed.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Various more?
Shit, that sounds serious. 95? Jesus.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, baby.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
It could go up +1 speed, though. That's definitely possible. Because, like, my wide receiver went from 95 to 97 with a few upgrades.
He'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Red, the 60, orange. Drop deep. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the ends. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Almost.
You're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They go right back to Mack, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, you
trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
To go.
Down. 60 outlaw. Squeeze. Get in there. And go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Vikings do got a pretty decent roster.
They do got a good ass roster.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I actually don't have him on my... Oh, I don't play them this season.
On 3rd down, Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I got a real... Shit, boy, I got an easy schedule this year.
Yeah, compared to last year, hell yeah.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Is he here? He's not. Oh, he is here.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Broncos.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
He got an extra QB now. Watch out for him.
Yeah, I think I can continue. If he like throwing the ball, if he's saying he got a QB, it'll make it good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I know, man. That's why I'm like,
shit. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
I don't know what the hell he wanted to do.
It was over,
changes from game to game.
And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting
going
the
to the
benefits
outside
of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being
no, they don't.
and picking passes off.
I thought about that. No, that's why he picked up Raymond.
He got some speed though.
Not really.
All of them over 93 speed.
Oh, they are?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.
I couldn't get that offense to do shit.
Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.
Of course.
That's a great way
I got
to
to
close
stay up to
them
my
out.
old tricks,
So for Jacksonville, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, what's going on? Fix what?